Go ahead, Mo. You got something for us?
I didn't even know everyone came in. I didn't know we was ready. Is it let me see. Make sure I say it like the way I wrote it. Is it ever okay to take shit to the internet? I.e. like social media. What's so funny? The way I said it.
Yeah.
That's how I be talking. You know that's how I talk. So is it ever okay to take stuff to the internet?
What inspired this question?
You remember the Offset and Be Humble, what up? Remember the Offset and Cardi B thing?
Yeah,
What up, Be Humble?
The Offset and Cardi B, I was hearing about rumors because I was just like, I don't be knowing what's going on. So when the stuff pop up, I'm like, what the hell going on? Why these two study trending and what's going on? You hear people study talking about is she right? Is this right? Mm-hmm. And then you hear sprinkles about, what they said or whatnot. And then there was another thing too. It's a podcast I listened to. And in so many words, one of them was like, oh, I kept asking you for this, behind the scenes, but you ain't answer me. You was trying to save face. You want everybody to think you perfect and all this. But then he brought it to the internet. Mm. And he just wrote a long 3 messages, and I was just reading it, and then it just got me to thinking about that question, because both of them things happened, and I'm just thinking about it like, is it ever okay to take something to the internet?
Let's see here. Cultivate was good. Was good. She said,
Cultivate, what's going on?
No, she said, no, it's never okay to take beef onto the internet.
What up, Cultivate?
And Be Humble, I think he just posted a link to his biking channel.
Oh, bet. All right. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Our fellow biker.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. Obviously, you want to say the answer is no, right? Because whatever is your personal business is your personal business. It's tough, man, because in the same breath, it's like once you start putting your business out on the internet, then will it? I don't know. It's tough to say. Should you ever? The answer is no. But
But why you say it's tough for you? Why? Just let's start right there. Why you say it's tough?
Let's see. How do I say it? It's tough? How do I phrase it? Because I had it in my head specifically, but me personally, you can call me nosy at some points. Like,
yeah,
I like listening.
Very. You just want to know. Very.
I'm very curious. I'm a curious person.
People try to use curious as the educated. No, you fucking nosy. That ain't got nothing to do with curious. It's like curious and nosy is the same thing to me.
Okay, so I'm curious.
Shit nosy.
So I just asked. So when people bring their information or whatever it is they're going through to the internet, I'm like, ooh, what's this about? Sierra, what's good?
Sierra, what's going on?
Cultivate. Cultivate said, is Will there in the background? No, he's not here today. Cultivate. Be Humble. Whoa, bro. He said, Spaces, did you say bi-curious? No. What? What? Where did you get that from?
Be Humble be on your ass, no diddy.
Definitely got to say it with no diddy with that one. But no, I'm curious about the stuff that goes on in people's lives. And call me weird, call me nosy, call it whatever it is, but I'm curious about it. So it's definitely interesting when they do. And if they choose to bring their whatever they're going through to the internet, then I mean there's a lot of people like this, like what we've done in the past on this podcast and many other podcasts that use that as content. You know what I mean? So from a content standpoint, go ahead, keep going. Because that gives us, we react to that stuff, a lot of it. React to a lot of stuff that's going on the internet from a personal standpoint with each individual person, from celebrities to people in politics to people that we may know. We just, I guess that's not on the internet, but it's just a conversation. And if you're gonna do it, then do it.
Jerry Day?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I wouldn't, but I mean, I think it's also up to you as the person. So, if you're giving out your information to somebody, then expect that, your shit can end up on the internet. So I mean that's kind of my viewpoint. I don't subscribe to, exposing nobody or, just
Right.
putting things out on the internet. But these are I mean, people do it all the time. It's interesting. But for me, like I said, I wouldn't do it. And however, I think it's incumbent upon you. If you're out giving your information or sharing information and somebody expose you, well, then that's on you. You might want to keep, your information closer to you next time.
That's the tough part. Whoa, wait a minute, be humble. I'm sorry, Jay, every day. He said you light-skinned brothers be on that other level. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's the phrase no Diddy is, wait a minute, who is that most likely connected to?
Is it ever okay
Tyra, what's up? What's
Tyra,
up?
what's going on? Is it ever okay for you to put your stuff on the like what did I say?
Your personal information on the internet. Bring stuff to the internet.
Yeah, bring stuff to the internet. Like if you had a beef or something with a friend or y'all had a business and you take stuff that, y'all was talk behind closed doors and you bring it to the internet.
I think well, you go ahead before I add more.
Real quick. You kind of know how that person is, though, right? So if you're beefing with a person, you already know how they operate, right? So
sometimes it'll surprise you though, bro.
I'm pretty sure we started off with Offset and Cardi B.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it ain't no surprise.
Yeah, they've been putting their stuff on the internet.
Right.
Yeah, they've been doing
it.
But it was surprised when I saw this other group do it though, because they say they was a type, and it made me, because me and you already talk about how people say that they this, but they really not that. We talk about this all the time. Like people always talking about they got bread, they do this, they do that, they do all this stuff, but they don't. And it really made it even more to the forefront when I saw this other group do that.
I mean, but outside of whatever they portray on screen on YouTube, you probably don't know them personally, right?
No, I don't.
Right,
I don't.
so it's probably some telltale signs, when you know the people personally.
Oh, okay.
That, this person the type of, exposed. People tell on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you listen to them long enough, they'll start telling them.
Yeah.
You can see how they operate.
Yeah. But to me personally, I don't think it's ever okay. I don't give a fuck, like, because if we homies, and we done been on this pod to know that how some of us feel about a lot of things that we talk about. And y'all know when I call a motherfucker my homie, my brother, it's like almost like, nigga, like we on a different level, because I don't say that to everybody. So all your personal stuff that you told me, if we get angry and mad, I think to me that's I'm calling myself a fuck nigga. You feel me? Cause if it took you to get mad, like a lot of people love to say that they real. They solid people. They this, they that. But when you get mad, you take it to the internet. I thought you was a real ass bitch. I thought you was a real ass nigga, like you said. Right? Am I right or wrong? That's what that means, right? So if you so-called say you're one of those, right?
Yeah. Why
when you get mad and we going through something, you take it to the internet, or you tell my business to anybody? No, you take that to the grave with you. I would never, and I don't give a fuck what goes on or how we stop messing with each other, nothing like that. But I got secrets about people I will never share with anybody, because you told me that in confidence.
I guess it depends on what a person considers real, though. I think real is one of those words we throw out there, like love and so on and so forth, that is really no, like, set in stone definition for this. This is some shit niggas came up with.
Some shit niggas
right?
came up.
Because, I mean, you think about it, you go online with it, you know, hey, I'm keeping it real. This is what happened. Somebody could look at it from that standpoint.
Oh, that they keeping it real because they put it on the... No, that's not.
No, I mean, sometimes, whatever. I mean, because this is all our viewpoints. But that other person's standpoint or that other person's stance might be, well, I'm keeping it real. I'm letting you guys know, what happened instead of speculation. So... you just kind of, for me, I kind of view it from different lenses. Like I said, I'm not going to go tell your business online. I don't give a fuck.
So let's see, this catching up with the comments. Be Humble said, if that's how you program, I would never, as someone who just got on Instagram in February, go to Vase. Oh no, it's in the background. Sierra, what's up? see, Be Humble. No, Tara. She's late to the topic. We got that. Be Humble said people didn't start off like that using the internet. What other group? I don't know what you mean by what other group. Tara said, I'll never talk to a friend again if they bring it to the internet. Now a man, yeah, because explain to them why you said that, but still here. Not sure. D Brown was good, bro. It said it's called messy. Be Humble said it is messy. So,
bro.
So I think
D, what's going on, Damo?
I think there's a different aspect. I think it's a different when it comes to bringing stuff to the internet. I think it's different when, like you saying, Mal, that somebody gets into an argument or they have a disagreement on their podcast or off of the podcast or whatever the case, and it's a surprise to the other person that they're bringing whatever it is to the internet. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but Jerry, they tell me this all the fucking time. Everybody not you, B. Because I look at, like, I wouldn't do that shit, so I will look for everybody else too when I can't. And I've been fighting that, and I look at, and sometimes I be getting it, sometimes I don't, but Jerry, they tell me that all the time. Everybody not you, B. Everybody not going to go by the ethics and the code and everything that you go by. It's just not built in them. You different from them. And I got to... it's just... it's just...
You see who's that? This is ours.
I don't have no control of whatever you be doing on ours.
So it's just that...
You talking about this
is our podcast.
No.
So it's just that I don't see myself ever doing that because I just think about privacy, man. And like I always say, this internet shit then fuck a lot of people up, bro. A lot of people. They messed up a lot of friendships. They messed up a lot of, like, it just messed people up, period. For how many people have became rich, has became successful off this internet shit, it's 100 people that they fucked up. And I can go farther than that. I'm just putting it in diamonds because it could be 100,000, 200,000. Really? Oh, what the fuck going on, B? Like, you really on some other shit right now.
Look who that.
No, that's you, B. Hey, we see what you're talking about now, D. Humble.
Wallow. That's Wallow.
Hey,
page.
but we see what you're talking about now, D. Humble. We see what you're talking about, B. Humble. These light-skinned niggas be on some other shit.
Oh, my goodness.
That's Wallow's page. Yo, Naps and Beauty, what's up?
Sister every day.
No, that's on
Wallow. No. It's just as soon as it come up. It came up on my feed.
It's on the feed.
Yeah, it's just on Wallow page.
Yeah, that's wild shit, man.
Yeah, it is very wild.
Yeah, you might want to taste 2626 or whatever this shit name.
Wallow 267.
Yeah, whatever. That nigga.
Yeah.
What up, sis?
Yeah, but I get it though. Like you say, Jerry Day, you got to ask everybody what their definition of real is, because everybody will have a different definition. Just like when you go where you ask somebody what their definition of love is and all that stuff, everybody will have a different, definition or whatnot like that.
Yeah, I just again, I think that if it's something that you feel like it's really near and dear to you, I mean, sometimes you want to be able to, confide in people, but a lot of times it's best to keep, pertinent information to yourself. Because people can always switch it up and use it on you, and going online is one of the things that people do. That we're in the age of exposing people, so they say, but people don't realize, man, you expose the wrong person, you can fuck around and get killed or your ass will.
But still, when to me, when people say I'm exposing this person, to me that tells me a lot more about you than it did about them. Mm-hmm. It told me that they thought you was a true friend and all this other stuff, and they confided in you. And the deeper the information that you telling everybody that you exposing them is, the deeper they thought that y'all was friends. That means the more of a snake you really was.
Yeah, a person got a certain amount of hatred in their heart, I think. Because sometimes you can get into it with people and that's it. We could just cut the friendship or whatever off.
Yeah, and it's no hard feelings, yeah.
Right, it ain't gonna be like I'm finna go and tell this person, they do this, and this, and they be doing that, nah, it ain't really.
Be Humble said, like the Offset and Cardi, I feel stuff within a marriage you should keep off the internet.
But then the thing about this too, and we talked about this plenty of times. And Cardi would be the main one getting on fans about something she did and she put on the internet. She will get mad, like for real. Like get diehard mad at them, but you gave them this information and they just comment on it and giving their opinion.
Now, Beauty said people always tell the truth on Mad Day. But yeah, you're 1,000% right. You're 1,000% right. And that's one of the biggest gripes that I have with people when it comes to this internet and sharing information stuff, the personal information stuff. It's you bring your information to the internet and you get mad when the internet has an opinion that differs from what you think is they should be saying.
And you know what the main thing they call about it is? Y'all are some miserable people. Y'all are some haters. You just giving an opinion about what you gave them. How is that hating?
Right.
Just like when a conversation I was a part of, when it comes to, never mind that point. But anyway, yeah, I think, should you keep it, your personal information off of the internet? Absolutely. Because I like not knowing certain things about people, right? I like not knowing your relationship status necessarily. Like if you're married, cool. I don't necessarily need to know how long you've been married or whatever the case. But if you volunteer the information, then yeah, I'm curious about it. I'm try to figure out whatever it is that I can, or whatever it is that I'm interested enough to find out. But no, I like, for instance, Kyla Pratt.
What was that?
She was the.
You don't know Kyla Pratt? Boy.
I probably know if I see her face.
Oh, I know you know her.
Yeah.
See her face.
But Kyla Pratt, right? I didn't know.
I know you're going to know when you see her face.
One-on-one.
Let's see.
Hey, okay. Oh, that's all of us. Is that all? No, that's not all of us.
One-on-one.
One-on-one. That's what I'm going to say. One-on-one.
They just said.
What did he say?
He said one-on-one.
Oh, one-on-one, yeah.
But she was a voice of Penny Proud on
Proud Family.
Proud Family. I was about to say Oscar Proud. But, Kyla Pratt, I didn't know that she was married.
That's good.
Up until recent. Exactly. And I like that.
You should know.
I like that. I don't necessarily need to know that you were married. I don't need to know that you had kids, but she goes on red carpets and she ever so often takes pictures with their kids and makes a post with them and her husband and all that stuff. But it's cool. Like, okay, that's all. That's at the most that I would need to. Anybody would need to know. If that, even that is too much.
But the thing about it is too, right? And people will say, "Oh, she hired her husband and all that." No, she did not.
No, man.
It's none of your business if she's married or not. It's none of your business if you gay or not. It's none of your business if anybody's anything. What you do in your bedroom and your personal life is none of nobody's business. None whatsoever. None. Because people used to think, oh, you hiding on your wife or your girlfriend? No, nigga. I must don't fuck with you because you never met her. Ask these two. Have they met my wife? Have I met their wives and have I met their girlfriends? Like, bro, people will tell you how important you is in their life is the more information of how you hang around them. If you're not meeting those people or those people that's close to you, that means they really don't mess with you, and that's perfectly fine.
Right. Yeah, and I think one thing you said earlier about one issue with the Addams family, this internet type stuff, is I think it really shows, I guess you could call it somewhat of a benefit. It shows people who people really are, or at least the worst elements of themselves, of each other. Does that make sense? Because if you're dealing with somebody that you think is solid, that you've been kicking it with, and you confide your personal information with them, and then y'all get into an argument, and then they turn around and bring it to the internet.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for you got a little bit more than what you needed from me. Thank you.
But you know what? You can kind of, and sometimes it might be, but if you get into an argument and you confide in information to this person, and then they turn around and throw it in your face, that's something too.
Yeah, especially if you told them out of confidence.
Bring it to the internet.
If it's something real, like
real personal.
Yeah, real deep, real personal.
Like if you say that's why your mother didn't love you, bitch. I told you the confidence.
Right.
I told you my mama didn't love me in confidence.
Or I see why your mother didn't love you.
Yeah,
shit like that.
Yeah. At least my mother loved me.
Yeah. That's why your daddy left you, wanted you on your mama back. He used what he would have came through. Like, shit like that, yeah. For real.
And people say, really harsh things in arguments, and you just got to be mindful of what you say. Even in an argument, I get it. But,
but some things you cannot come back from.
Can't come back from it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't care how much you said you sorry. Like we was talking about that day. Remember me, you, and Will was talking, JV, they went here, and we was talking about the dude who asked the girl, oh, I want to spend time with my daughter because he was a stepmother. It's certain things that when you say it, even though you said you sorry, and I just can't forgive what you said. It's no coming back from certain things. It's just it is what it is. You can't come back from a lot of things that you say out your mouth. So you better be mindful of what you say sometimes.
Yeah, I've definitely I've definitely put myself in that position before, and it definitely came crashing down on me.
Or what you said, something?
I said I divulged some personal information about myself and ended up falling out with whoever the person was at the time, and then one way or another, what I told them came out.
No, dude, you didn't.
It was my fault.
No, it wasn't your fault. Because you confided in them like it is, and it just made you more aware of, like, I need to just hold certain things, and I just need to make sure the person I'm telling will never tell it back to me.
So I'm on the other end of the spectrum. It was your fault. Right? Because now you learned. That was a lesson that you learned. That, you know what?
Two things can be true.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I'm just on the other end of the spectrum. I think, if this is your information, it's up to you to protect it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I agree.
That's the approach that I'm taking now.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, welcome to another episode of your favorite After Church podcast.